Hi, my name is Nathan Washington. I want to work in backend development and troubleshooting. Using Agile, I was able to focus on my project and vital teamwork. I started my coding journey when I was in middle school. My mom signed me up to get a free computer, and I was like, I guess. But then once we really started getting into it, I was like, wow, I really like this, and I was kind of good at it. So I started doing HTML during high school. Then every few summers, I went to UMSL and started doing their coding classes. When I finally graduated high school, I went to Rankin and got exposed to CSS, JavaScript, and C Sharp. But during this cohort, I learned a lot more with JavaScript. And it also taught me that I need more work on troubleshooting. Uh, I got a second monitor. My TV is the second monitor, so you're gonna see me looking up for a bit as I go to share my screen. Okay, so here's my mural. It's basically my first idea, what I had about this. So for I made this project because I hate spending money, and yeah, that's mostly it. I just don't like spending money at all. So I wanted to find a way to help save money when it comes to, well, shopping, because everybody shops almost every day. So I was like, maybe there's an app out there that if you search up an item, it would tell you where the item is, what's the price, and where you can get it. And that's mostly it. So yeah, the best way to save money, put a list of food and price. Uh, Trying to zoom in. As you can see, to help save money, find the average price. But I didn't go for that. I just felt like if you're searching for an item, here's all the items and here's all the prices and where to find them and see if they're in stock, because that's also one of the biggest things. You can't just search for an item and then when you go there, there's no more. Then that would just be a waste of time and gas. Who's mostly going to be using this? Like parents, especially if you have a lot of kids or a kid, and people who are just trying to save money, which is mostly everybody who doesn't want to save money. So my original project had four pages: my home page, about me, find product, and contact me. Now there are some things I didn't add, but I will add in future installments. But one of those things is the login button. I wanted to, like, if a user entered their username password, it would show like the history of what they searched for, but I didn't add that feature yet. That would be in the future. About me, just my interests, my history. For my find product page, it's one of those other features. It's the map. So when you find an item that you want, a map will pop up showing where it is, and it will be like a GPS. I still need to add that. That would be in the later future installments. And contact me, well, it just contact me. Here is my, there we go. Here's my line graph. I'm sorry, I'm used to using mouse. about how the whole project was going to work, and it was pretty good. But let's get to the actual website itself. If this thing, hold on, there we go. So here's my website. The history is down there. Huh. There's also a note that my website is very slow. I'm sorry about that, but I updated it not too long ago, like yesterday, and oh, there it is. So yeah, I the website didn't update, but yeah, here's the list. Here's what I have. Now, I added, here's the history. If I delete a history like milk right here, it will refresh and the milk would be gone. If I go to this burger right here between the milk and cereal, and a burger will be gone. I did a whole lot of testing right here just to make sure it worked. And for my search, we click on chips and it will give the chips, where they're from, what type of brand they are, and the price and how much is in the inventory. Now, I made this up with my own API. So if you see this John chips and they're like $52, but there's none in store, yeah, it's not real. But I'm very proud of my search and my history. By the way, the chips is right here that I just looked up. But yeah, for my About Me page, it's just about me. And my contact page, it's just a whole bunch of dummy stuff, like not a real phone number, not a real email at all. It's um just stuff. And of course, if I click burgers, and here's a burger. Here's me, Nathan Burger, for $51. And it's so good it goes out of stock. But yeah, and right now, there it is. Now, let me show you my code. Let me first go to the APIs. So here is the Open Weather API. It was just the first API I installed here, and I just thought it was just a good idea to keep it, if somebody wants to go out to buy stuff, but they want to know what the weather is like, it'd be right down here. But the true APIs are my history API and my search API. Let's do the history first. So here's the history. I wanted to like get all the products that the users search for. And I also wanted to get the delete, you know. So if the user already have the product or they wanted to make it like a list with my website, they can. So so if they needed all this stuff and they're like, okay, I got this now, they can just delete it. Now, there's one tiny problem with this. other than, it's not being it's very vague. But also, if I add chips without the S, nothing pops up. But I will fix that very soon. It should be an easy fix too. But other than that, yeah. Then we got my search products. Now, for the search, it's most the everything here is what you'll see on my website. Get all products. If they search for it, get a single ID. If they searching for a specific item, and for the delete, it's mostly for me, so I can delete products that are no longer in store. If the company goes out of business, I have to take out the item. Here's my JavaScript. This is where the user will type in everything to find the product. Down here is where the user history will be shown. And the delete function. And yes, that's mostly it. I am very proud of this. It came out a lot better than I expected. And that's why I really like coding. It's like, wow, I made this. And I hope I can keep doing it. So, yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. I had to stop screen sharing a bit.